I'm Scott Bilker. Let's talk sheets. Today I want to show you how to dynamically change data using a drop-down menu. So you can see here I have different data sets with different names, and when I select a different name, I get a different data set, and that data set is graphed. So let's get into this. We're going to build it from scratch. And the things we're going to cover today will be how to freeze rows, use a random function, copy, paste special values, naming ranges, creating a drop-down box, using the if function, the indirect function, the if error function, cutting, creating a simple graph, and then altering that graph. So let's get started. First thing we'll do is we'll create a sheet that's going to have the data. And the first thing is going to be in here is the month. And I'm going to make this whole top row bold, and I'm going to make this like a light yellow. I'm also going to freeze the top row. This way when you scroll, it sticks there. So I'll put in the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, now we have the months. Now we're going to create data sets. Let's say it's people's names and how far they walked, some distance. Say Scott, Brandon, Grant, Brooke, and Barry. All right, we'll make these yellow. Now I want to populate all this, but I just need like fake data for this. So I'm going to use this ran between function. Ran between, and what this does is it's going to generate a random number between two different numbers. So I'm going to say, let's just say between 5 and 25 miles is what they walked. So it's going to generate a random number. You'll notice how numbers are always flush right. So I'm going to move all these to be flush right just to kind of look nice. Now if I just drag this down and drag it across, it's going to create all random numbers. But these numbers will change all the time unless, so if I'll show you, if I hit Control R, you'll see they keep changing. Every time you enter something new, they'll change. I don't want them to change, so I'm just going to paste, I'm going to copy and paste them in as values, and so they don't change. So I'm going to copy this, Control C, and then you can just say Edit, Paste Special, Values Only, or you can Control Shift V, but I'll do this. So now you'll see there's numbers in here. So now we have these data sets. The next thing we need to do is name all these data sets so we can call them back later. So let me show you that. Let's do the month first. So I'm going to select all the months and then right click, scroll down and find Define Named Range. It's going to pop up on the right here, and just name the range by the name, the field name. This one, month. Let's do this next one. Let's add a range. We'll call this one Scott because it's the name here of the data set. And let's do the next one here. Add a range. You have to do this for all the different data sets you have. But you can see it's very easy to do. So now you have all your different data sets, and you can close this, and every one of these is named. But there's still one more data set that needs naming, and it's the names of the data sets. So we're going to do it like this. We're just going to highlight these names, and again, right click, scroll down, define name range, and this is just going to be names. And there we have it. We have all the data sets named, and we have the names named. So we're going to create another data sheet, and in this sheet we're going to put the months. Again, we'll make this all bold, a nice light yellow. We're going to freeze the top frame or the top row, and here we want to put all the months. Because we named the range, it's very easy to put all the month names in here now. Just equals, open bracket, month, close bracket, and that's it. All the months are going to pop up. This is where we want to put the drop-down list of your data sets. So here we'll say data validation, from a list, drop down, and just type in here names. And now we have all the names of the data sets. We can also make this a light color. Now all we need to do is put in the correct data set below it. Now you might remember how we put in the months. If I put in just the name, so say Scott, it's going to give me the numbers, but I need to select it from this drop-down menu. So I'm going to say it equals whatever's in here, B1, that cell. But all I'm going to get is that name, is exactly what's in there. I need to use the indirect function, and the indirect function is going to display what is there, not just what it is. As soon as I use this indirect function, now I get it. And there you have it. It's that easy. We select the name, the data set changes. But we do need to clean this up just a little bit, because if I just delete this, you see this reference, this is an error. I don't want to see an error if I don't want to see this if there's nothing there. So I'm going to use the if error function. So if there's an error in that box, put nothing in it. Now we're good. So it's now going to display the data set based on the name, and if this is empty, it's going to display empty. So let's now pick one of the data sets and add a graph. So select both these sides, click on the insert chart function. Let's pick a nice bar chart, and we can move this to wherever we want. And now all we need to do is make some adjustments in this chart. One, actually I don't want to show the title, so you can see the title here. I'm going to get rid of the title because you can't change the title dynamically. And here also has the name. For that, I'm just going to put in miles because we said that was a distance. And there you have it. We're all done. Now you select your data set, it'll automatically graph it. Beautiful. This is perfect for presentations or just to be able to analyze data and focus in on exactly what you're working on. If you want to get a copy of the sheet to play around with or modify to use for yourself, just let me know. You can get it for free at letstalksheets.com. Just sign up for the email newsletter and I can add you to the list so you can download it right away. Also, please do me a favor, like this video on YouTube, visit my Facebook page, and stay in touch. If you have a question, just let me know and I'll be able to get back to you and hopefully solve whatever you were asking about. Have a great day.